The H2R really, I'd actually seen it at the NEC show on a dyno run and watched YouTube videos of the thing, and it, in a way, probably frightened me a little bit because it was so fierce, and you know, these horsepower figures that it has, it's quite intimidating. You know, the thing looks intimidating. The boys had run the bike up and got up to temperature, and I sat on the thing. I'd only sat on the thing in static in the awning, you know, so to sit on something running and the feel through the throttle of that thing is fierce. It's so responsive and angry, so it's quite intimidating. But we headed off down Bray Hill, and well, as soon as I dropped the clutch, to be honest, the thing was so responsive. I'd probably give it more revs than I needed to, and it just took off. And I was expecting to be shocked, but it shocked me more than I expected. The first few gears are absolutely insane, just really crazy. So I got up to like 4th gear, I think, down Bray Hill, and through the bottom she ground out through the dip, and you know, and then up over Aggo's Leap and wheeling. It was surreal, like really. The power of the thing throughout all the gears is just phenomenal. Left the Balagary section down the hill towards Crosby, and really got the thing singing, and the first time up to 6th gear, and heading up towards past the pub and the jump on the top of Crosby, and I was a little envious really of the people at the side of the road. There was a big crowd there and either side, and I wanted to know what it sounded like coming past there, you know, because I don't think you could be human if your hairs weren't standing up when that came past in 6th gear singing. I'd kind of gotten a feel from the bike by now, and pushed on a bit, exiting Glen Helen up the hill, got the drive good onto the Concrete Body Straight, and it's a long, dead straight bit of road with a very fast right kink at the end, and it's almost like a runway. And in racing, I always look forward to that's the first kind of rest point where you get a break and time to sort of breathe. The Kurt Michael section is another section, you know, I always look forward to, and I think especially for the fans and people just spectating on the TV is there's a bit of a reality check, because you know this track is closed for motorcycle racing, and the rest of the year that's just a small village with a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, post offices and cars parked down the side of the road. So you know, you get a real feel for the speed, because you're sort of, there's curbs, pavements, and then it's brick walls each side. Okay, so the Solby Straight section is the peak. That's your top speed normally, you know, on the race bike. That's the fastest part of the track for us. I got Quarry Bends pretty good, you know, not as quick as I do on my race bike, but good enough, and got her into 6th and just sat back with the throttle on, and I knew we were shifting, you know, because it's a funny sensation at that speed. It's just sort of tunnel vision. The GPS speed was 206.9, so that was interesting. Climbing up the mountain was surreal. You kind of go into a bit of dreamland almost on the mountain, because the spectators are quite scarce. And you can see a long way ahead, so it's kind of like you can relax a little bit. It was quite nice just to kind of take in what was actually happening, you know, and by that time we'd done 25 miles and more, and I felt pretty good with the bike. You know, I sort of got the slow bit out of the way, and out of Governor's up onto the Glen Crutchery Road for the finish line, and I got it actually into 4th gear, and I thought I was safe. I'm sort of past the wheelie zone now. It's going to be, I could give maximum throttle, and it actually still just wheelied, and you know, it's just insane. The whole thing was, it still hasn't really sunk in, I don't think. It was a special day, and for sure for me and for Kawasaki and everyone witnessing in that, it was quite an event.